Safely.
Yeah, I thought it was a great game tonight. I think Gary turned up eventually on the 13th week. He played, I think he played really, really well. 161 was brilliant. He's 180s, he's 140s. Played really well.
Are you pleased to see it? Because I know you've got
Gary's a lovely. There's no player that will ever run Gary down. Gary's a nice character. You know, it's good to be around Darts. You know, we need Gary to play well. So it'll set you up now. He believes he can play better.
And for you, you go into the semi-finals next week. Now it's a bit more relaxed for you than everybody else now.
It wasn't because you want to go up and play well. You want to do your best and try and hit a massive average. And, you know, it's like a great big sparring session, really. You know, you want to find what will get ready for next week.
James Wade down at the O2 next Thursday. How do you look forward to that?
Do you know, it was a funny night tonight because I don't think any player of the first three games, nobody played like they can. It's so edgy and so nervy. James didn't play what he can, but Holly certainly didn't play what he can do. You know, it was one of them games. Adrian didn't do. You know, we thought Adrian was going to walk away with it, and then Simon came back. It was a weird game. Against James next week, tough game. They're all tough. Whoever can play Andy Hamilton or Kevin Pace with it. Every game's tough. There's no easy games anymore. But that's good because then you go back home now, you get ready for a tough game, and it's great for your mindset. You know you're in for a tough game. It's no good getting into a semi-final thinking this is easy. You know, otherwise everybody can do it.
James said earlier on he thinks you give a few extra % of preparation and everything when you play him. Is that the case?
Against James, no. I think mindset. You're in for a good game against James. James, I mean, the time I beat him in the final, I hit nearly at 3-9 artists and only 110. He's such a good player. He's predictable. So you know you're in for a tough fight. So you might as well just relax and get on with it. There's a few players what you really don't know what's going to turn up. You know, I didn't know what Gary Anderson was going to turn up tonight. But tonight he played well. But against James, he's going to play well.
Were you pleased to see Andy Hamilton get the other spot?
Over the moon for him. Absolutely over the moon for Hamilton tonight. And I would have been over the moon for Kevin if he'd have got through as well. You know, for two players to qualify for the Premier League, everybody was writing them off. None of the players did. All the players know what the players can do, you know, because we see them week in and week out. But a lot of the general public, I thought they were just found who was going to come 7th and 8th. But he's qualified, and I'm over the moon for the kid, I really am.
And next week is...
Do you know what? He's been good fun to be with. And I say he's been the best Premier League. It's also been the best Premier League for atmosphere in the back room. The back room's been buzzing. It's been a nice atmosphere every week where we've had certain players over the years. It's been miserable and not nice. He's been able to cut the atmosphere with an eye. But this year it's been great. It's been a pleasure to play him.
You're now 2 steps away from getting your hands back on that trophy as well.
Yeah. I'm going to help, listen, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I'm going to go over tomorrow night. I'm doing a little thing tomorrow for JJV, and then I'm going to tomorrow night get ready for Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be ready.
Bill, how much have you enjoyed playing in Newcastle tonight?
Do you know what was nice tonight? The Newcastle crowd got behind Gary.
Yeah.
They really did. I think the crowd tonight were probably 70-30 for Gary, and I thought it was lovely. You know, for Gary's been struggling, and they all know that.
It's only took 30 weeks to get a bit of
support. They all got behind him and cheered him on. You know what I mean? And it was great. It was great to see, and it was great to see Gary playing as he can. Well, it's not half what Gary can do. He didn't play, you know, he played well, but not what Gary Anderson could do. No.
So James Wade was obviously a bit upset with the crowd before. Is that part of the parcel of darts? You have to zone out.
You've got no choice. If you don't zone it out, you go home and get yourself a Chinese and go home and do the hospitality. Go watch Coronation Street or something. It's just part and parcel of it now. You know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth because there is weeks when you get a lot of support, and then there's other weeks when you don't. And you can't moan really. You just got to get on with it.
Premier League gathers momentum.
It's different. It's different. Somebody supports you. It's when the crowd, when certain individuals in the crowd start giving you personal abuse, a little bit like racism, calling you things sort of that are not right, where they should, you know, be in the court of law, things that's the difference. But supporting somebody, you know, there's only one guy Anderson and it's great. There's that. I was singing with him. I was glad to see you playing for him.
How much does this Premier League mean to you? How determined are you to win this time?
Oh, get Anderson's name off the trophy. Everything.
Worst thing about it, it's still on it.
I'm going to get a big scrub and rub his name off next week.
I'm thinking the same about Blackpool.
This is next to the World Championships. You know, even though it's not a ranking tournament, without a shadow of a doubt, this is 4 or 5 months of hard slog. You know, where no player can be ill, you can't have a bad back, you can't get up with a cold, you've got to be right all through winter. Travel every week, 3, 4, 5 days a week, some of them, and be fit and healthy every week. It's bloody hard work, I can tell you. And any player will tell you the same.
Why do you think the standard's been so close this year? It's gone to the final day.
Because it's everybody's professional more. You know, they're professional. They know what to do. They know how to do. Everybody's chasing the tournaments. Everybody's doing everything what they should do. So they should be good. Except for Gary, I knew you played well this week. Bad.
That's a one good game. That's all I wanted was one.
You know what come last, did you?
Yeah.
That's what it was.